chapter 12, verse 1. Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church.
So now we're dealing with Herod. So Herod was, guess what? He claimed to be a Jew, and he was not. If you do the research on Herod, he called himself a Jew. He tried to portray himself a Jew, but he was an Edomite or a descendant from Esau or the red dragon. Read.
And he killed James.
And he did what?
And he killed James,
keep reading,
the brother of John, with the sword.
Keep reading.
And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread.
Read.
And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison.
So that's what we just read in Revelation. So this is letting you know, hands down, who the devil and Satan is.
So, Austin Mandel, no, it's not going to be a guy with a pitchfork. It's going to poke us.
He might have a pitchfork. Hey, but he ain't going to be under the ground. He going to be on the earth. And if he got a pitchfork, he going to hand it to you and tell you to dig his crops up.
Well, you know what?
Hey, that's another good example of what nation is imprisoning the saints. That's just teaching the truth. So at that time, they was imprisoning the saints. Now, in the future, they going to do the same thing for just teaching the laws, keeping the laws. They going to put laws in place where you can't. We want, like the catacombs. You got to go into hiding. You got to go into hiding to keep that Sabbath day.
Hey, let me get that picture, because a long time ago, it's probably a lot of us who thought this was accurate. We thinking two ways. We're thinking that it's actually a battle between Christ and they're in heaven fighting. Oh, Satan got the upper hand.
But when you look at it, how can Satan cast out or arm wrestle Satan? How you gonna arm wrestle yourself?
That's the trick. That's the trick right there. That's Satan on the right side.
And that dude look like a young Chuck Norris too.
Oh, he do.
They giving each other dap.
Oh yeah, they dapping up. You right, Phinehas.
They said, man, we got the niggas. That's what they saying.
That's them in agreements. They doing a handshake.
Right. That's all that is.
Oh man.
Nigga, that's
That is a man. Satan is a man. No, you're right.
Hey, let's roll. Let's let David Duke. A lot of people might be tricked. Oh, they talking about David Duke. David Duke about to do some cooking. We got that. Now, let's pull David Duke up. If y'all not sure who he is, just look him up. He was what? Was he like a grand KKK, a grand dragon, or grand? What is it?
Carefully portrays the slave trade as a Christian European American enterprise. It is terribly unflattering portrayals of American leaders, the Queen of Spain, and conspicuously Christian slave traders. It has numerous images of Christian crosses accompanied by scenes of horrific treatment of black slaves. Before Amistad, though, in 1992, the Nation of Islam caused a tremendous controversy when it published the book The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. It quoted prominent Jewish historians who claim that the African slave trade, and indeed slavery in the West, for the last 2,000 years was thoroughly dominated by the Jewish community. Now, 15 years before the publication, I appeared on the largest black talk show in America and for the first time exposed the issue before a national audience. As strange as it might seem to some of you, in spite of my politics, I had a role in setting in motion the rising black awareness on this issue. 5 years after The Secret Relationship was published, Amistad was made. I think it was perhaps a remedial effort to put the genie back in the bottle. It was set in a thoroughly Christian New England. The actual center of the American slave trade was at Newport, Rhode Island. It is no minor coincidence that Newport had America's oldest synagogue and was home of the largest thriving Jewish community in the New World. Although Spielberg portrayed the horrific slave trade as thoroughly a Christian affair, here are some words of the major Jewish history of the early Americas called New World Jewry. It's by S.B. Liebman and the American Jewish Historical Society. He wrote about those who owned and manned the ships, the perpetrators of this mass human cruelty and murder. Quote, they came with ships carrying African blacks to be sold as slaves. The traffic in slaves was a royal monopoly, and the Jews were often appointed as agents for the crown in their sale. They, the Jews, were the largest ship chandlers in the entire Caribbean.
Damn. You got something on that, Phinehas?
They being exposed, man. And you know what? You haven't seen Amalek being exposed to this level or degree since since the truth's
never
been
seen
out.
it.
You've never seen that before. They've always had it hidden. But now you got even other Edomites jumping up saying, yeah, they the devil, even though they brothers. But, hey, they being exposed for all their evils.
If you ever listen to David Duke, you know, he was like a grand wizard or something in the KKK.
right.
But I listened to a couple of his talks or whatever. He be frying them fake Jews.
Yeah, he
over
do.
there. He exposes the hell out of them. He got a lot of history on them jokers, but it's Satan versus Satan because they all the same people.
Right, and watch this. I'm gonna show you that. Give me 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 3. So we don't want nobody to get it twisted. They both the devil, and this is why the scriptures of Paul said this.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Hold on, what?
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Because somebody might be like, man, David Duke was on point with that. Then you go rooting for David Duke. The scriptures say, let no man deceive you by any means. Understand that the Lord put the spirit on him to bring that stuff out. And remember, at that time, he was in a position, being a free white man, to release the books and say the things that he was able to say. Understand that. Come on.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that man of sin.
And that who?
And that man of sin be revealed.
So here's a process of time said, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. What? The 12 tribes had to fall out of existence, meaning what? We lost our identity, as you read prophesied from Deuteronomy to Jeremiah to so forth, Luke 21. Come on.
the son of perdition.
So we had to fall away. Then the fake Jews had to step up in our stead. And then now it says the son of perdition. You've seen that in these last days. This man is being exposed. Nobody ever seen the Ish community in the spotlight like this, being exposed for being a synagogue of Satan. Come on.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
Come on.
Or that is worshiped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God.
This man sitting in the Christian church and the synagogue showing himself as God. Come on.
Showing himself that he is God.
You want to say something, Mendel, on that? Come on.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you,
Come on.
I told you these things?
Uh-huh.
And now you know what withholdeth.
The Lord is withholding it because this thing has to happen over a process of time as prophetically written. Because people might say, well, why did that happen back then? Because it wasn't the Lord's time. Come on.
And now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
What's his time? The end times, right now. When you read that in Daniel 12, talking about people shall run to and fro and knowledge shall be increased. That's the times that we in. Technology, information is going throughout. The world is looking at the synagogue of Satan, and they are putting on a show of the people of Satan, bombing indiscriminately, talking crazy all on the airways. Come on, watch this.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
So Paul is bringing it back, saying, hold on, the mystery of iniquity is already working. We read that in Rome in Acts 12. But who was ruling? Herod, the Roman, the fake Jew. He was already putting in work, locking up the followers of Christ as soon to be in the present future. Come on.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Come on, watch this.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
And it's going to come to a crescendo, if you will. People going to say, damn, that's the man of sin. They're going to narrowly look upon him and say, damn, the white man is the devil. It's going to be a whole global consciousness where this man is going to be revealed as the man of sin. And everybody that's with him going to get the hell away from him. He going to be that road, as it says in Isaiah 13, that no man taketh up.
That's right.
It's funny that you just said that. Go to
bring it
Psalm
out.
64 and 8 real quick, because it's going to say exactly what Catherine just brought out. Read that right there. Because this is how they getting revealed. Like we just saw David Duke, and we got others coming out.
Yep.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon
Because
themselves.
David Duke and the fake Jew is the same people. Read.
All that see them shall flee away.
See, that's just what Cap just brought out. Everybody to see that wicked man gonna be like, let me get the hell away from these people.
Right. Read verse 8 again. I'm going to show you why they're going to get away from him.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Right. Go back to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. Watch
2
this. This is why they're going
Thessalonians.
to bail out.
chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
So, you like, hold on. This dude, the Lord about to do what to this man? People going to get the hell away from him. Watch this.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
The spirit of the mouth is the Holy Bible. Watch this.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's why everybody going to get the hell away from this man. Because once this man, the whole world knows that this man's got the mark of Cain, the son of perdition, 666, they're going to say, no, we got to get the hell away from him. He's fitting to be destroyed, utterly destroyed. That's why they going to flee. That's why they going to flee. Anybody want to say something? Yeah, go ahead, Root. Bring it out, Root.
I want to say one thing. Matthew 5:13. This is why Christ told us we are the salt of the earth, y'all. Y'all got to understand that. We read in, what was that, Revelations 12:16, how the earth going to open up the mouth. Read that. I'm messing that up. Get that one first. Revelations 12:16.
Yes, sir.
Read that first.
Bring it out.
Just real quick. And this is why you see these things happening.
The book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 16. And the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened her mouth.
And the earth opened her mouth. That's us. Through the bishops, the deacons, and the captains. That is us right there. That's how this is happening. This is what Christ meant when he said we are the salt of the earth. We have that salt covenant. Understand that, brothers and sisters. We are that special. We are those people. This is why you see everything that's happening. We got to always lift you brothers up so y'all understand who you are. Starting with you men first. That's all I wanted to say on that.
Hey, that's some heavy stuff. Play this next video. I got to pull this out. It's the second video I posted with I think this man is Arab. I'm not really sure what he is. But he on there. Y'all to see. It's not the short. It's just the first couple of minutes just to give light on what we were saying. It's the one I posted at 6:11. Right. Yeah. Go back. Yeah, play from the beginning. It's muted.
A fake power.
Take it back. Take it back.
Success.
Take it back.
Israel is and always has been a failure. And it is and always has been a fake country, a fake power, a fake success. They have always lied about their competence, lied about their capabilities, lied about their skills, lied about their courage, and lied about everything else. They've only existed because they had a function for the American power structure.
That's it.
But
now, but also, he ain't our people. He said they lied about everything else. He knows that they not the real Jews, but he not going to get out there and say that. You understand? That go back to Psalms 83. Even though Ishmael, they can't stand his guts, this man rather be bombed to smithereens than come out and say, you know what? The real Jews is locked up and calling themselves African Americans and they're scattered the ass throughout the world. He'd rather see his own people bomb the smithereens than to put that out there. That's why Paul said, don't let any man deceive you by any means. Because you might think that, oh, man, this dude, the Lord dealing with him. Nah, he not. He not dealing with him on that level. Understand, they would rather die than they admit who the 12 tribes are.
And the proof is that's why they're getting judged over there right now, over there in Palestine.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support